Hi everybody, it's Tim with Broken Dice bringing you a quick little channel update. Since the end of my solo wargaming campaign from this spring, I've been working on a big shed. I've had delivered out back, and so I've been putting insulation in, a lot of the interior walls, electrical, lighting, and all kinds of stuff. Got my new workbench out there, and it's not for the hobby. Although I can sneak some stuff out there and work on it, it's really not for the hobby. It's for just all the other stuff that we accumulate over a lifetime. And I got a long life of accumulating. And speaking of accumulating stuff, I did get a little hobby time in where I was able to paint a bit, but not 28 millimeter. I went back to 15 millimeter, but not Flames of War. I'm not even sure they're 15 millimeter. They're like something else, 10, I don't know. Anyway, small scale stuff. Now, let's take a look at what I'm doing, and then I'll give you a rundown of why and what the plan is. All right, let's take this. Let's look at this, a couple little cavalry bases. These are my Numidian light horse. Now, the cavalry at this scale does not bother me. I don't mind these sculpts at all on their cavalry. These are like, they're either Zevda or Italieri or, oh God, I can't remember what the other one is. There's another manufacturer that makes these guys at this scale. Some of the sculpts of the Gaelic and the Gaelic cavalry are models I've painted in 54 millimeter, the exact same sculpts in 54 millimeter. It's hilarious. I did a video on them. You know, if you go back in some of these videos, you can see the 54 millimeter Gaelic models I painted, and then come back forward a little bit, and you'll find the the 15 millimeter same models, just real tiny. So anyway, this is what I've been doing. I like them, and so this has made me think about 15 millimeter. And one of the things a lot of people think about small scale is that it just blends out into these blocks. Well, I don't want that. So what I'm thinking of, and what I'm going to do, is you can see here the white tunics and the brown horses and the skin tones. There's this contrast going on. And as I got done with these guys, I'd already done some of the infantry already. And what I'm thinking of is that the whole army needs to follow this plan. Color, contrast, and bright metallics. And I think that will give it the visualization that you need on the tabletop. It's my theory. I'm not sure if it's going to work. If I'm wrong, we're all going to find out together. But right now, I think, just like the tips of these little javelins and stuff, they're made with they're painted up with a very bright metallic, not silver, but pretty bright metallic, which goes against the more historical. It would have been a darker metal. I don't want to go into all that, but you know what I mean. A little different. Tunics and the horses and stuff, they'll change. If I have a really light horse color, I can have a guy with a darker tunic and maybe a little lighter brown skin tone. Okay, I can play with all these different variations within the same kind of color palette and still try to get enough contrast to where it looks visually appealing across the table. That's the plan. All right, now, boy, am I not a fan of whatever this stuff is. I've said that when I did the Gaelic video of this scale of stuff. I'm not a fan of whatever this stuff is they make them out of. But it's cheap. I mean, if you wanted to get into it and you didn't want to spend a whole lot of money, then yeah, it might behoove you to go this route. Again, I'm going to do a lot of bright colors. The white is not going to have any sort of wash on it. I tried that a little bit, and it really dulls them down. It's a good thing it's just on some Spanish infantry, because I can go back and highlight it a little bit, because there's only like 2 or 3 guys on a base. Not going to be a problem there. Like a couple of these guys, like this little vase right here, I did a little wash experiment on them, and you can tell it kind of grays them out, makes them look dirty. Instead of like my 28 millimeter stuff, I don't get that kind of look. So that's what I'm going to do. Bright colors, contrasting, contrast paints, some contrast paints, but but you know what I mean. The contrast and the colors. A white with a red, a green, a blue, contrasting back and forth. Bright metallics. Now, the metal on these, the bronze color on these, I think what I should do as an experiment is to go back and take like a kind of a darker gold color and just dry brush across the front of that shield a little bit, just to give it a little extra shine, and maybe the top parts of the helmets and stuff. But again, I want to not make the painting process super difficult and super involved, but I do want to have some visual draw to it from across the table. That's enough of this. I got a little bit way too involved in a quick video update. Well, anyway, if anybody out there in the community that watches this video has a 15 millimeter manufacturer of metal models, I don't care if they're single pose, it doesn't matter to me. I would like some with some really nice sculpting, somewhat historical, because I'm not even sure about how this plays out that way. Leave it in the comments down below. And that brings us to the end. That's all I've gotten done. I've been real busy doing all that kind of grown-up stuff. So leave a comment down below. Give it a like if you choose to. If you don't like it, tell me why. I'm good to go with that. I got thick skin. Hope all your projects are going well. I do watch a lot of the videos. I don't comment on all of them all the time, because a lot of times I'm in the midst of painting while you guys are talking, and hopefully you're painting now while you listen to me. So anyway, I hope all your projects are going well. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you next time, hopefully with some more stuff painted up.